Aloha and welcome to the Aloha Friday Marketing Live Coaching Call. I'm Tom Gaddis, one of the co-founders of Offline Sharks and Smart Directory AI. On behalf of my business partner, Nick Ponte, and the entire team, welcome to the Friday Live Call. We have a great show lined up for you today. This past Wednesday, I did a free training on how to become the most interesting website in town. And today we're going to keep that thread going, because if you follow the strategies I laid out in that training, you'll have their attention. But now what? How do we turn that curiosity into cold, hard cash? We're going to talk about that today. I'm going to take your questions. We're going to do shout outs. I'm going to walk you through some things that we're doing on our directory site at Hawaii Thrive that might help you get a better idea of how you can really stand out, customize your site, and do some things there. We're going to do all that on today's live show. It's going to be an awesome time. So welcome. I see Chris T already in the chat, John Hardiman, John G. Awesome. A quick little, well, I see people are still filing on here. So we'll let people, actually, while people are filing on, let me ask you guys, how many people that are here right now actually came to the training I did on Wednesday, the most interesting website in town? Happy Friday, Barbara. Welcome. You know the type of website I'm talking about. This is the type of website where the Chamber of Commerce requested to sponsor a listing on their own members. That's how interesting this site is, right? When people argue about what the best pizza is in town, this website settles the debate, right? It doesn't follow SEO best practices. SEO follows it, you know, and when the internet needs to run a speed test, they run a speed test against this website. That is how interesting this website is. And I went through a complete training on how to make your directory site the most interesting site in your area. And if you're not doing the directory model, don't worry. I also talked about how you can use those strategies and tactics to make your business and your outreach the most interesting outreach that people get in their inbox. So how many of you were on that training? Let me know in the chat. Barbara says, oh, Manila says I missed it. That's all right. I'm going to give you a link. It's whenever we do these, this training is part of a series that we call Walkthrough Wednesday. We do one every month, and they usually focus on some like feature of high level or smart directory AI or both, and training on how to use those. So in this past Walkthrough Wednesday, not only did I talk about how to be the most interesting website in town, but I showed the high level social media planner, how to set that up, how to use that to spread the information that you're creating and really make a name for yourself and kind of become locally famous. So if you're not familiar with the high level social planner, I'll do a quick review today, but we talked about that, how to use it, how you can use it to create posts with AI and images and schedule things out, all that good stuff. So I did that on the training as well. We can do a quick review if that's you, but I'm actually going to put a link because I've been forgetting to do this lately on these. I'm going to let this link scroll through the bottom. So this is the link to go watch the replay. This will take you straight to our YouTube channel. That's where we post these. So if you go to offlinesharks.com/most interesting website, just pull it up. Don't start watching it now. You have plenty of time to watch it later. It's on the YouTube channel. It's not going anywhere. It's part of the playlist called Walkthrough Wednesday. So you can always find all the Walkthrough Wednesdays there. But this was a completely free training. There's nothing for sale on it. It's just me talking about how to make your website or your business more interesting to the people you're reaching out to. Because let's face it, in today's world, the toughest thing, the hardest thing that you're going to face is getting attention for you and your business, right? How many of you out there on this call right now struggle with that? How many of you struggle with getting attention for your business? Hey, Cody, what's up? Hey, Cody, I saw that interview you did with Nick. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Quam says I was on watch a replay. All right, what's up? You can go watch the rest and everything. Hey, welcome, David. Excited to have you here. Jacqueline, good to see you. So just getting attention, Ramsey says me, right? Like just getting attention is very difficult. And especially when it comes to AI and AI services, because AI right now is all the rage. So I don't know. There's a couple of things I saw over the past few days that I thought were very, very interesting. Number one, the CEO of NVIDIA had a quote that said, AI will make more millionaires in the next 5 years than the internet did in 20. I think that was the quote. Let me double check that just to make sure, because yeah, it says AI will create more millionaires in 5 years than the internet did in 20 years. That was from the NVIDIA CEO. I mean, that is a pretty staggering thing to think of, right? When you think of all the people that were slow to jump on the internet bandwagon, right? There are a lot of pioneers right in the beginning that were like, wow, this is a great way to make money. But so many people were late to the party. And by the time they got there, it was crowded. AI has been even more accelerated, right? Like it is already crowded. I saw a thing today in my inbox that Amazon saved like $2.9 billion from the AI efficiencies they've implemented. AI efficiency. So, like, that's the kind of value that you can bring to the businesses in your area, right? AI can make their businesses run more efficiently because they don't have to have employees. It works 24/7. We can automate a lot of it. I'm talking about AI chat widgets, AI agents, all of those things that most businesses up to this point have required an actual person to do. We can really make their businesses a lot more efficient and save them a lot of money in those areas. So, I mean, this is a big thing, right? So, how do you get noticed in that wash of people and all those things going on? Well, one of the things that we've done for a long time is we have a directory site, and we use that directory site as the face of our prospecting, right? And we do that because the directory gives us something that we can make interesting and that we can talk about without sounding salesy. We don't do it because we want to have a directory site. Like, the directory site is just a tool. It's just a way to start a conversation, to start a lot of easy conversations. And I know we have a lot of Smart Directory AI users on here, and I see people wanting to do some amazing stuff with your sites. I really encourage you guys. I know there's lots of ways to customize these things, but I really encourage you to just get the site looking good and then start some prospecting outreach, right? Like, you will be stunned at how easy the conversations are and how you can start quickly generating some income. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today, because that is kind of the next step. Once we get attention, well, what do we do then, right? So just a quick little review. If you are on the training on Wednesday, I gave out this great PDF about how to be the most interesting website in town. And if you're not using our directory strategy, don't worry. You can use these exact same strategies to punch up your prospecting emails. So, if you're just prospecting from your agency or just as a solopreneur, you can use the strategies that I laid out on Wednesday to make your prospecting emails really stand out, be different, make you unique, and really make people pay attention to what you have to say, which is the first step, right? We just have to get them to pay attention. Then we can start talking to them about, our offers and the ways we can help and all that stuff. So this PDF I gave out on that training. So when you go to that link that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, during the training, I drop a link for this. I think it'll probably also be in the comments. Shushan, if it's not in the comments of that YouTube video, can we make sure, or the description, can we make sure and add the link to this PDF in there? That would be great. So you guys can get this here. Just another little reason to go watch that training. It's worth it. The PDF, a lot of really valuable information. But basically the gist of how to be the most interesting website in town is I showed how to take AI and find interesting stories, things about the area that you live in, and then use those hooks and angles for your outreach and your prospecting efforts. So one of the examples that I gave was for, let me see if I can pull this up, because I think this is a great thing to show you guys. Let me just pull this up. I believe it's on, where was it at? Nope. Where did I have? Here we go. I got to open this up over here. I should have had this open already for you guys. Sorry. So I'm going to share my screen here. This is one of the, let me do this. Hold on. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. I want to share my screen new. Okay. Here we go. So this is a site that one of our members got up and live. This is his directory site. And when he was sharing this, and you can see, by the way, this site, look, menu, great image, homepage looks awesome. They've got some featured listings here. They've got other free listings, tag images set up. Like this site, awesome. This is ready to be prospecting, right? There's nothing else that needs to be done to this site. We can start prospecting with this site. This site looks great. So he actually, when I saw this first, I noticed this image of this house and I was like, wow, that house is pretty interesting. And, you know, they told me that that house is actually part of the Historical Society and it was used in season 3 of The Crown on Netflix as the White House for the United States. And I thought, wow, that's a really interesting thing, right? Like this is something that we could use to promote this site. So I popped over to AI and I just popped in a little thing that was like, basically what he told me about this house. And I said, turn this into a prospecting email for me to promote my directory site and encourage them to come and claim their listing. And AI popped out this awesome email. I shared it in the school group. So by the way, if you guys are a Smart Directory AI member and you are not in the school group, you are missing out. This is part of your subscription. You want to be in here. Okay. So let me find this because I'm going to show you this email. Because this is really how you stand out. I actually made a post about it here. And this is what Tim gave me. This is a picture of somebody in the house with his 3 daughters. Tim had a great line about how he has this same picture of him and his 3 daughters today. And I thought, wow, now there's a way to get attention, right? Recreate this picture with you and your 3 daughters and include that in your email. That would be an attention grabber, right? Yeah. So here is the email that ChatGPT popped out for me. And first, just look at this subject line. A Netflix star, 3 daughters, and a free listing for your business. Now, I would probably replace your business with their actual business name. High Level makes that really easy. You can just put a custom value in here, and it will just automatically pull in their business name, right? So a Netflix star, 3 daughters, and a free listing for, let's say, Mind of Marketing. Mind of Marketing. Like if I were the owner of Mind of Marketing, I'd open that, right? And you can see this in the school group if you want, but here's the email it wrote. It tied it all in, and it had this great transition, right? That says, look, because just like Highlands House has deep roots in the community, so does your business, and we want to showcase it. We're offering free listings on our local business directory, and this is your invite to claim yours. So it all ties in, right? Something interesting about the area, right back to our call to action. So this is really just a quick overview of how we stand out, how we become somebody that gets attention and now is able to have conversations with businesses in our area and start them. This kind of personalization, this kind of outreach will set you apart from everyone else. And because of AI, this is easier to do than ever. Like normally this would take you a long time, right? Like you would need to research and find, but just like I showed you on training, you can use AI to tell you what the things are to write about, to make the outreach, to make the prospecting. You can turn these into blog posts, news articles, social posts. Like this shortcuts this process so much, and it does not take long to do this. So this is the thing that separates the people that have success from the people that don't. Taking this little extra effort, putting a little bit of time into making what they're doing completely unique. Okay. So that was kind of the gist of the training. But now that we have people's attention, right? Now that we've got them in the system. What do? How do we turn them into cold hard cash? How do we turn them into paying clients? Well, we have a couple of ways built into Smart Directory AI to do that. So number one is when someone comes and claims their listing, Smart Directory AI then fires what we call a premium upgrade automation. So this is basically an automation that talks to them about a premium package that we offer at Smart Directory AI. So I'm going to show you this as well. And by the way, this premium offer is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Like this is really not our end goal. It's just kind of another way to start the conversation and see if we can get some attention before we actually talk to the person. So look, I am here at Hawaii Thrive, which is our Smart Directory AI site. And I'm going to show you a couple things. So here in a little bit, I'll talk about what I'm doing here. But you may notice if you haven't been here in a while that we're doing something a little different on the pricing page. This is, we've been testing a couple different things here. I've got a reactivation thing that I'm going to be rolling out. I'll show you how I used AI to put that all together. It really just took me not very long, an afternoon, to get it all going. But here, this is our free, our premium upgrade, and we have a monthly and an annually, right? So one of the things we do when someone claims their listing is we run them through an email automation that tells them the benefits of upgrading to this premium package, right? And now here is another area where you can stand out and be different and really get attention and increase your conversions by putting a little bit of extra time into those emails. So let me show you this. So I'm in our Hawaii Thrive sub account. I'm going to go over to automations, which is where all the workflows live. Here's our Smart Directory AI workflows. These are in the outreach. Oh, you're not seeing my screen. Hold on. Let me share the right screen here. Let me share the right screen. At least I caught that, right? So here we go. So when you log into your sub account where your Smart Directory AI site lives, you're going to want to go over here on the left to automation. That's going to take you to the workflows. You'll see a folder for Smart Directory AI workflows. You'll see outreach and system workflows. So all the outreach emails are in here. And then I'm just going to show you this premium upgrade push. So I actually customize this free listing outreach a little too, because we're doing a reactivation thing where we have a lot of people that were on the old Hawaii Thrive that we want to move to the new one. So we're doing something with that. But let me just focus on this because we've got their attention, right? We've sent them an email. We've told them about the directory site. They're like, oh, that's interesting. They've claimed their listing. Now they're going to run through this automation, which is 4 emails. And you can see they go an email, wait a day. There's even an SMS message in here as well. So we have some just generic emails already loaded in here for you, right? That you could just use. But it's much, much better if you can go in and customize these to what you're doing. So let me show you an example of that. So here is the first email that I have customized for us. So number one, all I did here was I took the email that was in here. I went over to ChatGPT. Actually, here, let me just share my entire screen so I can start going back and forth through tabs so you guys can see this. So all I did was I took the existing email that was in Smart Directory AI, the one that everybody gets, and I just asked ChatGPT to rewrite it, but I gave it some of the custom things for Hawaii Thrive. So for instance, the name of our premium plan, the Hawaiian Highlight, right? The Hawaii Highlight. I talked about some of the different things in there. Here's the basic email. And I said, look, just rewrite this email. And I gave it some custom information, right? And then it spit out this email, right? These emails. And so I did this for all of the free listing outreach, and I did this for all of the premium upgrade pushes. And it did not take me very long. Just a little bit of editing on some of these. And you can see this email. I mean, this is very specific to my directory, right? It starts with Aloha, a Hawaiian thing to say. Mahalo for claiming your free listing on Hawaii Thrive. You're now officially part of the local business Ohana. You can see ChatGPT customized it with local language and slang. Very, very good. Right now, your listing includes the essentials. But if you're ready to stand out, attract more customers, and showcase everything that makes your business special, it's time to upgrade to the Hawaiian Highlight package. So again, all of this custom stuff that really ties in to this site that they've seen and what's going on here in the emails, right? And then I got the pricing and all that. And so I just went through and updated each of these emails in that way to really tie them into Hawaii Thrive and make them stand out. Now, instead of going in and like editing each thing in these workflows, one of the things that we did for you Smart Directory AI users is we put all of these as templates in the marketing section. So if you go over here on the left to the marketing section and you click on emails, templates, you'll see here is the premium upgrade. These are the 4 emails that are in that workflow. And so I just went into each of these. I just clicked edit them, and I just edited these emails right here in the templates, and that automatically changes them in any workflow that they're being used in. So you don't have to go and do all that stuff, right? So, yeah. So, yes. And yeah, Quantum Hustler, I completely agree. The templates are there just to get you started, but you want to go in, like, again, you know, this is a real business, right? We can't just do the basic things. We really want to take those little extra steps to stand out and set ourselves apart from everyone else that's out there. These little things that I'm talking about right now are the things that will enable you to crush anyone else in your area with a directory site. Because I guarantee you, they're not going to be doing these things. They will not be taking the time to do these things. So that's how you can edit those emails and that stuff right there. Okay. So, all right. I think I kind of got off on a little tangent there with this part, but I wanted to show you guys that, make sure, like, this is how you take what we talked about in the training on Wednesday and you infuse it into everything you're doing. This is what will make you stand out as someone special and someone to be paid attention to, right? So let's talk real briefly about another function in high level, which is the social planner. And again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on this because I cover this in the training. So if you want to see all this, just go to the replay of the Wednesday training. There's a link scrolling at the bottom of your screen, offlinecharts.com/most interesting website. But the social planner is a tool that comes with your high level subscription that allows you to use AI to create posts and schedule them out and run them. And you can even set things up so that clients have to approve it before it goes out, all that kind of stuff. And you find the social planner here in the marketing section. And when you first come here, if you don't have anything set up, it'll ask you to connect your social accounts. But once you do, you have this little drop down of social accounts. And then you can just click this button, and there's various ways to create posts. You can upload them in bulk, and you can schedule them out. What's really nice is whenever you add a post here, it automatically reformats it for all the different channels that you want to post to. So you just let it know that, hey, I want to post this to Instagram and Facebook, and it will reformat and make everything look good for each one of those, right? So social planner, again, I go through all the details of this, but this is a great thing. If you're not using our directory method, no sweat. Make a Facebook page for your agency or yourself, like a fan page, and start posting things like this about your local area to that page. That's another way to get interest and catch attention and use that as a springboard as well. But this, when you combine this with the directory site, man, it works like gangbusters, right? Works like gangbusters. All right. Okay, so we talked about the training on Wednesday. We talked about the updating, the customizing, the using ChatGPT. We talked about the Clemsford guide. We talked about the school group. Awesome stuff. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to spend a little more time today answering your questions, because the past few weeks I've had a lot of training, a lot of things to get out here, and it doesn't leave a lot of time at the end for questions. So I want to do some quick run throughs of the Shark shoutouts and the people that have got their SDAI sites live this week. And then I want to spend some time just answering your questions. So if you have a question, don't put it in the chat yet, because the chat's going to blow up here in a minute with the shoutouts and all that stuff. So let me do those first, and then we'll ask questions. That way it'll make it easier for me to find the questions. But think about a question you would like to ask me here live, and I will answer it, show you, give you all the nitty gritty, right? So first up, I just want to give a big shout out to all the people that do the accountability posts. This list actually looks a little light this week. So I don't know where everybody else is, but get in there and make your accountability post. Again, this is another little thing. Like, if you go back and look at pretty much every live show for a long time, you will always see Doug Page on here, Mark, John Hardiman, and Barbara, Michael. And not surprisingly, those are the people that you see quite a bit in the wins, right? So this little post, it seems so simple. A lot of people just think, how big of a difference can that make? And so they don't do it. Well, it can make a very big difference. So I encourage you to do one. If you're not in the school group, just go make one in the Facebook group. Say, hey, it's Monday. This is what I'm going to do this week. Hold yourself accountable. Follow up on Friday. It doesn't matter if no one responds. It's the action of doing it. When you put that list out there on a Monday, like, it just does something to your subconscious, right? And if you make a point to follow up on Wednesday and follow up on Friday, like, even if you don't do anything the first 3 weeks, you'll start to feel bad about it, right? Like, so usually what happens to me is I go, okay, I'm going to make myself accountable for something. So on Monday, I go, okay, this week I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And then I don't do it. And it's Friday. And I'm like, well, I didn't do it. All right, we'll move it to next week. Like, eventually I do it. Like, I just start to do it, but it's the consistency of doing it, even if I do it or don't, that works. Okay. All right. So congratulations to all them. Big shout out to Clyde Christian. He got his Smart Directory AI site live this week. We have a humongous list, gigantic list of people with live Smart Directory AI sites. So really awesome to see all that. If you want to see, if you're a Smart Directory AI member and you want to see what's going on with other people's sites, just go into the school group. Check this out. Look at this. If you go in the school group right here and you just click on celebrations and start scrolling down, you will see here's Lanthrize is live. If you scroll down, because a bunch of people put them out, here's another site live. Here's another site live. Here's a site live. If you just keep going, there's a bunch in here. Another site live. Here's another site live. Here's an, I mean, there are just, look, directory live, like live. And if you keep going, there's just more pages of this, right? So you can go take a look at what these live sites all look like. There's a lot of them here, a lot of great examples. Okay. So, check this out, use this resource, get some inspiration, right? Okay, all right, let's talk about some Shark shoutouts. So first up, Mr. John Hardiman, who I was just talking about, got a new website build, $1,000 euros, very likely to be marketing package afterwards too. Solid win, John. I love it. Michael, again, see what I tell you. Every week they're on that accountability check-in post, and here they are with wins. Michael upsold an existing client, $3,750 advanced CTA funnel, automated email sequence, 2-minute promotion video, and AI-generated video material for course. And look, if you haven't seen any of the posts that Michael has made in the group, you should go check them out. I mean, Michael is very new to our group. He only came in about 90 days ago, and man, he just hit the ground running, asking questions, taking action, and now he's seeing the results. So awesome work. Awesome work, Michael. That's it for this week. Those two rock stars have a combined total of $4,895 for the week of July 26th through August 1st. So since the start of 2025, you, the members of this group, have collected $742,609.43 in fees in paid business since the start. So big shout out to everybody. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. All right. That's some awesome wins there. Let's go through. Let me double check something. All right. Now I want to start taking questions. So here's what I would like you guys to do. When you put them in the comments, please put Q, like QQ, at least a Q, but QQQ. So I know it's a question. Ask your question. And I'm just going to spend some time here in the next 30 minutes going through what we need to do. Here, let's take this question first. Sorry, but it seems like you need a fair amount of expertise to actually do this. Can anyone stay in school forever? Yes. The learning never stops. I'm going to just tell you this. Anything worth doing requires effort. I don't care how easy everybody makes it sound. My favorite joke to tell people is the reason I'm in AI isn't because it's easy. It's because I thought it was going to be easy, right? Like I want it to be here's what I want. I want to not do anything. I want to just roll out of bed, eat food, watch TV, and then look at my bank account and watch it go up, 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 up. That doesn't happen. Even the easy things require effort and they require us to put some time into them. But here's the thing. It doesn't require, like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this. Nick was an auto mechanic. I was a restaurant manager. I have no college degree. Nick has no college degree. If you look in our group at all the people that post wins, there are a plethora of people from all different backgrounds with all different situations that all faced various challenges that have made this thing work. I'm not a techie person. Over the years, I've just learned enough to be dangerous, right? I'm still learning today. The learning never stops. I don't care what you decide to do. Whether if you're like, oh, this AI thing seems hard, I think I'll go try multi-level marketing. Same thing. You will forever be learning how to get better at sales and bring people in. Like, that's just the way it is, right? So I wouldn't let this daunt you. If you're brand new, yes, you're going to feel a little overwhelmed. Yes, it's going to feel like drinking information from a fire hose. But just remember, if we're new, go easy on yourself. Give yourself permission to learn this thing. Don't be so worried about making money right now. Just give yourself permission to learn. Like, everybody has to start somewhere. No one just springs out doing all this right from the get-go. So look, give yourself permission. Don't be so hard on yourself. Take a breath. Just learn little things. Find something that interests you and then just follow that rabbit hole, right? And get some information. I did that for years and years and years and years. And then finally, I was like, you know what? It's time to start taking some action. And I started taking some action. And all of that stuff that at the time I thought I had wasted my time on, all of it has been very valuable to me. I've used all of it in some way or another. Even though I didn't use it then, once I started taking action, I was able to tap into that and use it. So look, just don't beat yourself up. Go easy on yourself if you're brand new. You're not going to be a millionaire by Friday. That's just not the way it works. Do not believe anybody that tells you you're going to be a millionaire by Friday. But you can make a few $100, a few $1,000s in a relatively short amount of time, following a lot of the strategies and things that we teach here in the community. So, that's something, right? Set some realistic goals. Let me go through. Michael says, do you dig into go high level training somewhere at Offline Sharks, or do we only cover marketing tactics using local directories? Michael, we do training for high level. So if you watch the training on Wednesday, I talk about Smart Directory AI, but I also, like, a lot of what I talk about with the social planner there applies whether you're using that or not. So one of the great things about Smart Directory AI is it's inside high level. It's an extension of high level. So if you learn high level, you know a lot, you're learning things that help with Smart Directory AI, but they're not exclusive. So if you're not using Smart Directory AI, the training I did on Wednesday will show you how to use the social planner, which is a very powerful feature of high level, right? Also, too, if you go and check out our YouTube channel. So if you just go to offlinesharks.com/YouTube, and I'm going to show you this here. This is our YouTube channel. You'll see my smiling mug up there. So these are, I mean, we have a lot. We have 437 videos on this channel, right? There's a lot of training on here. So where should you start? Well, I would start maybe with playlists because we have a couple of good playlists here. So one are these Friday live coaching calls. You can go back. Here's a playlist for Walkthrough Wednesday. So, you know, I can go through this list. Let me just show you here and give you an idea. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm going to click on the live tab. So I'm just going to show you a couple things. So this, let's see, this is not necessarily Smart Directory AI related. There's a lot of things on here that are not all related to Smart Directory. This, right? So these are walkthrough Wednesdays we did on high level specific features. So yes, there's training. It's free. You just got to dig a little bit for it, but check out our YouTube channel. Also, if you haven't gone through our free AI fast track, there's a lot of stuff in there as well. So I would go check that out. And some of our coaching programs are not Smart Directory AI focused. So for instance, AI Profit Center, that whole membership, like if I go in there, I'll show you that. Hold on. When you join AI Profit Center, this is all very much high level focused. So like you can see first steps in high level. Here's all the training for our AI Profit Center members on how to do the basics in high level that you need to know to implement what we teach in AI Profit Center. And then also here's how to land your first AI client. This is all high level focus. None of this really has anything to do with Smart Directory AI. These are all high level focus stuff. So yes, we do have those trainings out there, and you can find them on our YouTube channel. You can also check out Nick's YouTube channel. I know a lot of you came to us through that. He does a lot of great training on there as well. Jacqueline, what was your win? I didn't see it. Shushan, we got to make sure and get Jacqueline's win up there. Tell me what it was so I can put it in. Jacqueline said she had a website win as well. Awesome, Jacqueline. Congrats. Sorry we missed you there. Okay. Michael says, do you dig into Go High Level training? Oh, so I just answered that. Just covered that. So we view them as both the same, right, Michael? So the directory is one of our methods of prospecting at the agency. We also have a full-time sales rep. We also do a lot of other stuff outside of the directory. So we do train on that stuff as well. One of the reasons we've kind of talked a lot more about Smart Directory AI lately is because we had a different directory platform that we've been using for a long time. And Smart Directory AI is something we built ourselves because no one could do a directory in high level. And so we just rolled it out in April. So it is a newer tech for us. And so we've been spending a little more time on it. But yeah, we do cover all those different things. Jay says, what's a good way to get new followers to a new Facebook business page? Jay, that's a great question. So I would look around for other groups where you could maybe share it in. I would also maybe do a cold email campaign, right? Like maybe if you can get a list of local businesses, is that what who are you trying to target first, right? Are you trying to get people to like your business page, or are you trying to get them to a client's business page? Because if it's for a client, make sure that it's on their website, that it's linked there. If they have a list of like, if they have a customer list, I would take their customer list and I would run an email campaign to it to get people to go to the Facebook page and like it. My last resort would maybe be running ads, because what's the goal of that? Like, what's the goal of getting them there to the Facebook page? Let me look in here. It says think for the real time. Oh, you're welcome. Margie says, I also thought it would be easy. I'm 72. I guess I'll never retire, but my mind will be forced to stay sharp. Margie, that's true. One of the nice things about this is, it's not like we're doing manual hard labor, right? Like, this is a pretty sweet little setup, and you don't need a lot. I mean, I remember when I got one client to pay me $500 a month. I mean, that changed my life. Like $500 a month was a lot of money for me, right? And like just having one client paying me $500 a month, I mean, that was a pretty drastic change in my income. So, like, I know we all want to be uber successful. We all want to make, lots of money, but you don't need that much to make a significant improvement in your life. And I think that's something a lot of people miss. A lot of people get so focused on the making $1 million, making $10,000 a month, like whatever it is, they get so focused on that they never get any traction. When the reality is, if they just got 3 people paying them $500 a month, it would make a big difference in their life, right? But that win doesn't sound sexy and impressive, right? You want to say you have a 6-figure business or $1 million business, like get the ego out of it. Think about this. Every client you sign up for $200, $300, $500, that's money you didn't have before. Like, that is a huge win, right? That is a significant improvement in your cash flow and your financial situation. When I was a restaurant manager, I made $32,000 a year. $32,000 a year. $500 was like a third of a paycheck. Like it was a lot of money back then, right? So, I would, again, like I said before, I'd go easy on yourself, lighten up a little, like really look at like, oh my gosh, even if I only had something I was charging $300 for or $200 for, if I could get 3 to 5 people signing up, like that's a pretty significant chunk of money that would be great, right? Norm says, if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm a bonehead. I feel that way too, Norm. Like, I think, man, like, if I can do it. Okay. Let me take a look. Oh, Jacqueline, I did see your win in the group. Yes, Shushan, we missed this one. Jacqueline sold a smart directory AI site to a client. Jacqueline, I think you posted about that in the school group, right? Let me pull that up, because thank you for reminding me, because I did see that and I was like, oh yeah. Did you post it in the school group or the Facebook group? Probably the Facebook group, right? Let me go to the Facebook group. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody ready for the weekend? I can't believe school's about to start in 2 weeks. My youngest daughter starts high school, not this coming week, but the week after. I can't believe it is already back. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me, I'm trying to find this here. Hold on. So new posts. I'm trying to find it. Bear with me, everybody. Got it. So let me share my screen. Yeah, we'll make sure and do this next week too, Jacqueline, because this was a really great win. So Jacqueline, oh no, this is your book one. Jacqueline, where did it go? Gosh, I saw, let me scroll in and see where it was at. Oh, it's in this. Oh, it's in the Facebook group. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. I know you had a great win. How much did you sell that site for? Like 1,500 or something? And then there's a monthly fee. I saw this win, and I even commented on the win. Was like, hey, great win. I don't know why I'm not seeing it in here anymore. I mean, this is not financial. I see that one. Hold on. I'm going. I'll talk about the hiring thing here in a minute. Let me keep going back. Maybe it was a little further back. This group does get a lot of activity. Oh, that it does. Well, Shushan, maybe we can try to find this link. I don't know why I can't find it now. I remember seeing it. I even posted to it, but this is going too far back. I don't think it's in there. Not sure what happened. All right, Jackie. Well, I'll figure it out. We'll get it on next week wins for sure. But that was a really good one. Maybe you can post it in the school group for me. That way I can go there and get it that way. Yeah. Let me see. Let me try to search for Jacqueline. That's a good idea. I always forget about search. Yeah, it doesn't pull it up. That's so weird. The only one I'm seeing is the book. I don't see the other one. So weird. Huh. Well, post it in the school group and maybe repost it in the Facebook group, Jacqueline, and then we'll get it on there. Thank you. All right, let me go back to some Q&A here. And then we're going to give away some Cash App money at the end. Man, look at all these comments. Holy cow. Where is... Okay, here. Hide the current comment. Let me go down here and we'll just start looking. Somebody said charter schools started. Okay, here's one from Jay. Jay says, get followers to my business page. Frank Kern did a training. Yeah, look, Jay, pardon me. I know a lot of people are on organic right now because paid ads are crazy. The thing with that is, this is another thing that's like, yes, people say get organic traffic. I mean, so I'm going to give you an example from inside here. Let's talk about Nick's YouTube channel. Nick's YouTube channel is getting really good organic traction. But man, that guy has worked his rear end off publishing content. Like sometimes he's publishing content every single day. Like there's so much going on out there that like you to get traction, to get attention in the organic views and space, you have to consistently publish content. Now, if you are on Wednesday's training, you've got an unlimited resource of things to talk about and stuff to do. But here's the thing. You got to post those things every single day, multiple times. Like you can't just post once a month and expect to get any traction. It doesn't work like that anymore, right? So it's about volume. It's about getting a lot of stuff out there and continually doing it, even when no one is looking. So you're going to, when we were getting the YouTube channels going, it's like we're publishing stuff. Nobody's really watching, publishing. Nobody's watching, and then just all of a sudden. So you got to do it even when you feel like you're not really getting any traction. So this is, I think, goes back to that question where the person said, I thought this was going to be easy. Everybody always talks about organic's great, or getting organic traction is even more difficult, I think, because the amount of stuff you have to put out there is crazy. And that's what makes Smart Directory AI so great, is that because we are initiating the outreach, right? We add the businesses and that initiates the contact. We're not waiting for the person to find us. We're not waiting for traffic. Because we can use that little honeypot system to initiate activity, we can get wins while we're building all this stuff up. That, I think, is the magic of Smart Directory AI, is that when you're starting something new, it's always going to be a struggle to get traction. But with the honey prospecting method, you can generate your own wins and your own traction right out of the gate while you're building up your organic followings and doing all this other stuff. So that's really kind of the way we intended it to be used, right? Let me go through. Boy, Michael, I don't know. That's we're working on the developers right now with some other foundational stuff, and I would like to see it done by the end of the year, but we'll see. Anybody else have any other questions for me? Here you go. Oh, hey, Richie. What's up, Richie? When it comes to prospecting, any sources are best, but focus on what you can control. If it's cold email, phone calls, do that to start, then worry about paid ads or getting traffic, etc. Yeah, I agree with Richie on this one, right? Like, there's no magic prospecting. Like, email's not better than this. It's not like it. Your whole goal is. This is where the relentless entrepreneurial mindset comes in, right? Because I see a lot of people, when you start talking about outreach, they'll, especially like if you hire someone as a team member and you're like, hey, I want you to reach out to people, they'll be like, well, should I email them? Should I call them? Do you have this? Like the whole goal is to just make contact. So forget about how you're doing it. Just remember what the goal is. The goal is to make contact. So if you're sending out emails and you're not making contact, then it's time to try something else. Maybe we send out an email and we follow up with the call. Maybe we send out an email, follow up with the call, send another email, drop by in like the whole goal is to make contact, and you should not give up until you make contact. And if whatever method you're using right now isn't working, then you should just start trying other ways until you figure out a way that works for you to get contact. But contact is the thing. Let's see. Yes, proactive and interactive. And what's also great, I think, about it, Jacqueline, is we're not really selling, we're showcasing, right? Like if you really look at what happens when a business comes into into a directory, and it doesn't have to be our platform. I just was talking to a member earlier today who decided to go with a competitor to build their directory site. That's cool. I would highly recommend to them that they use our prospecting stuff, because that is really the magic. The tool is just the tool. The directory site's just the directory site. The real magic is, are you actively sending out prospecting emails, and what are the results you're getting? Like that will tell you whether it's working or not working, right? How many invoices are you sending? How many are getting paid? I know our prospecting method does that, right? Regardless of whatever directory site you're using. But the other side of that is that when you're putting people on the directory site and things like that, you're more talking about showcasing their business, and you don't have to sell them as hard, right? You're leading with, I just heard Alex Hermosi talking about this yesterday on a video that Nick sent me. You have to lead with, like, the days are gone where you can just get people to come in. You have to lead with value. Like, it is, the people are too skeptical. They do not believe anything that you're saying. They actively look for holes in what you're saying so that they can tell you that you're wrong and you're stupid. Like, I know this all from experience. They also actively look for ways that they can tell you that what you're telling them is never going to work for them, right? Instead of just trying it and giving it a shot, they will actively spend time to tell you, when they've never done it at all, they will spend hours figuring out how to tell you it will never work, right? So you just have to realize that's how people operate these days. And so you want to lead with value. You want to deliver things first. You want to give them things that turn out to be good for them. You want to show them that you're there to help them without expecting anything in return, right? And Smart Directory AI gives you a lot of opportunities to do that. That's why we love it so much. Your imported sites. I don't understand. What do you mean your imported sites don't show up on the page you're building? Are you using Smart Directory AI? You're just importing listings and that process isn't working for you? I mean, one of the things you could do is submit a ticket at offlinesharks.com/support. That way the team could troubleshoot it for you. But I don't know exactly. I'm not really clear on what you're talking about there. So I am not reading anything currently. I just got 2 new books. They're sitting over there. Maybe I'll bring one of those back and we'll talk about it next week. How do you begin contact with your client, or what has the looked like within the GSL system? So, well, it depends on the prospecting method that we use to bring that client in. So here's the thing. High level has no way to get you the client. High level cannot, and like high level, just like Smart Directory AI, is merely a tool. It's a tool. It's a set of, I just heard in their quarterly message, High Level considers themselves a suite of like AI tools. Like they're an AI operating system now. That's how they view their business. And that's a lot of the things that they're doing are going to be moving in that direction. They consider themselves to be an AI operating system. So they give you the tools to do the thing. They make doing the thing easier, but they do not do the thing. You have to figure out how to initiate contact with your clients. That's why we developed Smart Directory AI, because that's what it does. Smart Directory AI initiates that contact with your potential clients, weeds out the ones, lets you know which ones are more interested, which ones are better to go after and spend more time on, and then move them along to where you end up on a call with them to sell your marketing services, right? So the directory method is one way that we initiate contact. We have other ways too, though. Our favorite way is really, and the directory is just an extension of this. Our favorite way to initiate contact is a foot in the door. So if you don't know what a foot in the door is, it's usually a very simple service that you can offer for free or that you can charge very little for that solves a problem for a business. And we use it as a way to get our foot in the door to talk about other services. So one of the foot in the door strategies that you may hear people talking about around our community is the already done method. So the already done method is a pre-built website. So inside High Level has a bunch of pre-built website templates. So all we do is we set one of those templates up. It's very easy to do in High Level. We set up one of those templates. Let's say that we do an electrician. There's a couple of good electrician websites in there. We like the home services niche for this. So we set up one of these templates, and then we go and start looking around for an electrician that either A, doesn't have a website, or B, has a shitty website. When we find that person, that electrician, we reach out to them either by email or on the phone. And we say, hey, I noticed that you don't have a website, and I've been learning how to build websites. And so I built this electrician website as part of my training, but now I don't need it. I built it as part of this training on learning how to build websites. So it's just sitting here. I thought I could help a local business out. And, this is a website that would normally cost, $1,500, $2,000, but like, I'm just learning and it's new. Take a look at it. And if you like it, I'll sell it to you for $500. Now, when they buy that website, you have your foot in the door. Now you can go to that person and say, hey, by the way, Now that you have your new website, I took a look at your Google business profile and I see that you haven't claimed it. Like you should claim it, and we could link your website to your Google business profile. That will help you show up in the local search like these other electricians are. See how these electricians are here and you're not anywhere on this page? Like I can help you now that you have a website. I can help you get that website on higher up so you get more customers. Would you be interested in that? So you see how that flows together? So foot in the door, and then we sell them other services. And then we use high level. So how does this all work in the Go High Level system? We use high level to manage all this. So to do what I'm talking about right now, you need to have a customer relationship management software, which high level is. You need to have a way to send out mass emails, which high level does. You need to be able to easily track what's going on with every prospect that you're talking to, meaning instead of trying to keep track of all that crap in your head, you want to be able to just log in and see like, oh, today I need to follow up with this person, and this person. And then whenever I do something, I can just schedule it and it automatically lets me know when I need to do certain things. We use high level for all that, to handle the emails, to handle all that. Once we get them as a client, they fill out onboarding forms. We created all those in high level, right? So it all high level is the thing that allows us to run the business, to do this, right? But you still have to get the business. That's the crux, right? And that's why we talk a lot about that stuff here at Offline Sharks. Our whole focus is on how to get the business. How did we do it? Well, we have an agency that does almost $2 million a year, completely separate from what we do at Offline Sharks. Mind of Marketing did 1.6 million last year, has about 55 clients. How do we do that? Well, that's all the stuff we talk about here at Offline Sharks. How we do that, what we're doing, what we're selling them, all those things, right? Question: are the 2 images in a new profile listing supposed to be added automatically? Listings live added all still have the default template image. Yes, Jay. So we have a default image that is loaded when you add a business, unless you add an image with it. We do that so that it's an incentive for people to upgrade from a free to a premium listing. So we usually change those images out for them when they upgrade. But the default just gives you one to start with. Okay. Let me take a look here. I'm going to go through. If you have any last minute questions, put them in. Then we're going to give away some Cash App money here, and we're going to wrap up today's training. So what is this question about? I think under branding, social outreach, or workflows. I missed a question here. Oh yeah. Oh, maybe they're answering the how to begin contact. Gotcha. So Dana, thank you for asking. So originally, for years and years and years, we've only had 2 options on Hawaii Thrive. We've only had a free plan and a paid plan. And I want to spend just a minute here to talk about, again, what our goal is with our directory site. Now, this is us. This is for us. So this may not be your goal, but for us, we really don't care about selling premium listings. I mean, I'll just be upfront. We don't really care. We would rather give away premium listings, tell people they're worth $299 or whatever they're worth, $99 a year, and start a conversation with that person so that we can sell them our higher price marketing services, right? We don't really care about the premium listings. So for a long time, we just had 2, right? We had a free and we had a premium. One of our Smart Directory AI members, Diane, who I did an interview with on the YouTube channel, she has a strategy with that where she's selling them for $250 that works like gangbusters. But in the meantime, I had seen this thing about 3 different pricing structures, and so we wanted to test it out. But we're doing a reactivation campaign and I want to keep things very simple. Here's a lesson for all of you. When you're rolling something out or you're trying to do something new, you want to keep it as simple as possible in the beginning. You can expand it and complicate the hell out of it all you want down the road. But when you're trying to get something out the door, keep it very simple. And so I'm getting ready to do a reactivation for a few thousand businesses that had listings on our old Hawaii Thrive site that we are now ready to start putting back on the new version. So I don't want to just open the floodgates and all of a sudden have 3 different pricing plans and a lot of complication. I want to keep it very simple when they go through. So I just want them to claim their listing and I want to make them an offer for 1 premium plan. So that's why I switched it back so that we're doing that in this process. So that's why. Hope that answers your question. Okay. Software. Oh, Software as a Science. I bet that's a great book. Okay. Another question. I started the warm-up workflow and got people responding to the email, but I'm stuck from there. Savior. Fantastic. That is a huge win. So let me get this straight. You sent out a cold email and people actually responded. You're talking about the warm-up workflow where you say, hey, is this your correct business information? All of those are warm leads. Anyone who responds is a warm lead. You should be following up with them. So what is the next step? You email them back and you say, awesome. Thanks for confirming your information. I have all of this together. By the way, when I was looking at your listing, I noticed you haven't claimed your Google business profile or you don't have an AI website. Like, start a relationship with those people. Respond to them. Let them know, right? Maybe even if you don't have anything to sell them, you could even just tell them like, hey, look, we're going to get this set up. Once your listing's live, I'll send you a link so you can check it out, right? Value. You could also say, hey, look, I tell you what I'm going to do. Thanks for responding. We're getting your listing set up. When we launch the site, we're going to be rolling out a premium listing that's going to be $250 a year. Because you were so quick on the trigger and are willing to trust us in this launching of this site, I'm going to give you one of those listings for free. Here's everything that you get. You're going to get an updated list and a business description. I'll send you a link when it's all ready. Plus, I'm going to send you an online visibility report. And when you send them the report, be like, hey, do you have a minute to hop on a call so we can go over this? And now you're on a call with them so you can sell them your marketing services, right? Like, man, you got warm leads right there. Take advantage of them. That's what the system is designed to do, right? You did something that most people struggle with. You sent out cold emails and people actually opened them and responded. That's what this thing is designed to do. Now, take those warm leads and run with them, right? Take them and run with them. Rose, it is. Smart Directory AI is a foot in the door strategy. Yep. Almost everything we do prospecting-wise is built on that framework. Can we do SEO, SMM for our agency? Is that a good idea? Great question. So yes, absolutely. Especially if you're wanting to learn those skill sets. So, earlier somebody said, I feel like I don't have the expertise to do this, right? We kind of started that call with this. So if you want to learn, this is how Nick learned SEO. He SEO'd his agency site. He did it for himself. And when he saw that he could get his own site ranked and he could do all that, that built his confidence and we started offering it to clients. Social media management, same thing. Do it for yourself. Show that you can get traction. Figure out how to make it work for you. Then the pressure's off. Now you have that confidence to go and deliver it for actual paying clients. So this is a great strategy. I asked this on Wednesday, but didn't explain it very well. I created 2 weeks of social media posting for a prospect. What is the best way to send the free postings to the prospect? Okay. So I remember this question. So did you create it in high level? Or what format are those that content in? Because typically, if we're sending them to a client and we're not using high level, we will just send them in like a spreadsheet. And so you'd have a column that'd be the title, a column for the content, a link to the image, and are you posting them for them? So here's what's great about the social planner with high level. Here, let me show you this real quick. And I know we could be on here all day answering questions, right? I am going to wrap this up. I know we're getting a little over an hour here, so I am going to wrap this up here soon. So look, in the social planner, what's really great is when you make a post. So let me go to edit this. So when I create a post in the social planner, right, and I go to post it, you can see send post for approval. If I select this option, I can select a date, and it will actually send this post to the client for their approval before it can go live. So the social planner, once they connect all their social items in here, just this is how we deliver to the clients, right? Right here. Hope that helps. Okay. Let's see. Margie says, what would be an example of an opportunity to sell high level as an affiliate to a contact or customer? What would be a good opening, and how would we transition from services to selling high level? So, Margie, we don't really sell high level as an affiliate to our clients. So when we are selling high level to local businesses, we mainly are selling it. It's basically marketing as a service. So they get a service from us, and we use high level to implement that service. So they get a high level account from us, but we do everything for them. They don't log in and do all that stuff. So if you're selling it as an affiliate, you would want to look for business owners that want to do it themselves. Hands-on business owners that are looking for ways to do all their they want to handle their marketing themselves. They want to do all that. Then you could get them in. Now, once we get them into high level, we show them how to view all their messages in one place. And I did a training on this too. I think that's on the YouTube channel. But mainly our affiliate stuff comes through Offline Sharks, not through the agency. There, we're mainly selling SaaS and that type of thing. Plus, you can, as an affiliate, you only get 40% commission. But a SaaS, I mean, we're charging $1,000 or more every month for high level, right? So that's how we do that. Okay, so let's see. Chris T, are you saying we send the SDA site to local businesses via email? Do we need to get a domain for our SDI? Do we start with the Facebook, and then is there a step-by-step video? So Chris T, are you an SDAI member? So all of this is laid out in the members area in the training. So yes, when you set up your Smart Directory AI site, you purchase a domain and you connect it, and then all the workflows and all that stuff are included with your subscription to Smart Directory AI. So it's all in there. Yep. Let me just scroll down here, see what's anything. Not yet. Okay. Yeah. Once you get in, Chris, you'll see all that. What I was saying is, like, if you want to use the strategies I laid out on Wednesday for yourself and you're not a Smart Directory AI member, then you could create a Facebook page, do it from there, or you could just email, your clients and use it that way as well. Awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, look, I know I've gone a little over. It's about 15 past the hour. I want to do some Cash App giveaways. So look, if you're on this call right now, one of the things I'd like you to do is, because we were talking about the most interesting website in town this past week, I came up with a little phrase: stay curious. Stay curious, my friend. You remember that guy used to always say, stay thirsty? Stay curious, my friend. So right now, if you put in hashtag stay curious, I'm going to draw in a minute. We're going to give away two $25 Cash App giveaways right now. I want to talk about this stay curious because this has a couple of different levels of meaning for you. So number one, if you follow the strategies I laid out on Wednesday's training, and if you haven't watched the training, go watch it. You'll see a framework to be different, to stand out, to make yourself interesting, to make people curious about you and what you're doing, regardless of whether you're using our directory strategy or not. That is very important. That is one of the little things that will set you apart from everyone else. Now, when you start getting attention, And I'm going to tie this back into what we were talking about today. You've got their attention. Now what? We always say when it comes to selling ABC. Now, a lot of people think that means always be closing. Not for us. It means always be curious. When someone responds to one of your prospecting emails, like you send them out, you say you're going to launch a directory and they say, yes, here's my information. Get curious about that business. What are they doing? Who are they? What things do they already have going online? That person is worth investing time in because they have taken an action. They have raised their hands and responded to you. Don't be afraid to put a little bit of time into investigating what they have going on with their business and looking for ways that you can help them. So, instead of always be closing, always be curious. I'm curious. How are you getting new customers right now? I'm curious. How is that working out for you? I'm curious. What's your plan to grow next year? I'm curious. Have you ever tried this? I'm curious. What caught your attention about the directory? I'm curious. What would be the thing you'd like to get from this relationship, right? Like, just always be curious. Stay curious. That will help you know what to say and what to do in those next steps. So I see we got a lot of entries here. I'm going to draw for our first Cash App winner. First up, $25 going to Chief the Medicine Man. I love it. Congratulations. If you can do me a favor, submit a ticket to offlinesharks.com/support. Let them know you are a Cash App winner. The team will get you situated. That's a good one. My oldest daughter is starting college, so we may have to stop these giveaways here pretty soon. But for right now, we'll give away one more $25 Cash App money. Do me a favor, too, wherever you're watching this stream, if you can like it, subscribe, hit the little ding button, leave a comment. All that stuff helps. Kat, congratulations, Kat Clore. $25 in Cash App money coming your way. Brian says, I'd like you to be one of my salespeople. Brian, you do not want me as one of your salespeople. I'm not very good at it. Anyway, congratulations, everybody. Hey, thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me today on this Friday live coaching call. I hope you got some value for it. Thank you for everybody that posted all the awesome questions. I will be here next week. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. We'll have more great training. I'll take more questions. Remember, if you're on this call right now and you feel like you're struggling or you're just not getting it, utilize all the various things that we have in our community. The Facebook group, this free call, the walkthrough Wednesday calls we do. Like, we have a lot of free training, a lot of great resources that can help you get to where you want to go. Take a look for them. And if you're not sure where to start, shoot an email to our support, offlinesharks.com/support, and be like, hey, here's what I'm trying to do. Where can I go? And we can always point you in the right direction. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Stay curious out there, right? Be safe. Practice Aloha. Stay curious. Until next Friday. Aloha, everybody.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.